And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Kaepernick now on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, here's Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended target, 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now is Murray. And that is incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking.
51-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Only gave up 3 points off of that. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On first down, Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Play action. Now Kaepernick rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Kaepernick. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Handoff, running left is Davis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards in North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100. And 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who's taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Murray now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. John Kaminsky able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack on first down, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Looks good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Patterson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Falcon, Desmond Trufant. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. chain, 2nd and 12.
Big stop, P. Big stop. Let's go. Mike back.
Murray now to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Going deep here for Allen. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw, Kaepernick. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks, Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's up. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over between the two. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now Murray off play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To throw is Murray. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keenan Saints just continue to roll.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
2nd and 14.
They run with Patterson, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Touchdown, Saints. Keenan Allen, 26 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
52, Falcons 6.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Patterson.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. What's good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On second down, Davis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll go option to the short side. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 3rd down, Patterson puts it on the carpet. It's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Saints might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Patterson complete.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
An excellent gain, 35 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick rolling to his right. Pass complete. Hurst. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
from the gun on third down. Kaepernick.
That's caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and check it deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator,